Hey, what's up? This is Jordan with Cornelius Lawn and Garden. These are 3 things I would ask myself before I start my lawn care and landscaping business again. I started my business about 3 years ago. It's been a grind, but this year has kind of been a little bit of a breakout year. We're doing between like $22,000 and $25,000 a month in revenue, with like a 35% profit margin, like after everything's paid. It's going really well, and I'm just kind of recording the process, recording my thoughts, some of my notes, just for myself, my son in the future, and also like if anyone's interested in starting a small business. So this video is 3 things I wish I had known when I started, or I wish I had asked myself. 3 things I wish I had asked myself before I started the business. 1, am I a competitive person? Small business is extremely competitive. Like lawn care and landscaping, there's a guy on every single corner. There's 10 laundromats in town. There's a bazillion restaurants. Who even knows how many restaurants are in this country? You have to be competitive. And when you start, if you just start like I did, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. It forms your personality to become more competitive. I look at every other lawn care business in this town, and I think to myself, how can I be better than them in every single way? How can I have better uniforms, cleaner trucks, cleaner equipment? How can the quality of the service be higher? Like, how can the mow be better? How can the weed whacking be better? How can my employees be better? How can my employees how can they be happy? How can they offer better service to the customer? How can I communicate with the customer more effectively? Like even small little text messages in the morning, like you start to think this way. You start to write down all these notes. You write down I write down like 5 notes a day. It's like, make this better, like onboard the customer better, write this differently in this way when this happens, like when I have to change the mowing service because it rains. How can I provide better uniforms? How can I get more cleaning supplies and make it ergonomic to like easily clean the mowers in the truck? Those types of things do matter, especially for like employees. So if you're just starting, I would definitely ask yourself, like, are you competitive? Because if you're not competitive, you're going to be average and you're not going to stand out, and you're not going to be able to charge enough to like hire an employee. And yeah, the competitive mindset is super important. You got to compete with yourself. Like you got to say, like, it's weird. It's like, I'm not satisfied. Like I'm so not satisfied with the number that I'm at. The number is good, and some people are super happy with this number. They never want to change. They never want to get out of the business. But like, I'm like not even remotely satisfied. It's like I am competing with myself to see how good I can be. Like a huge next step would be becoming like a leader of the organization and not doing the work myself. So competing with other people and competing yourself is extremely important. And it's gonna come naturally if you just dive in, but I would ask myself that. Second thing I would ask myself is, am I persistent? Business requires a lot of persistence and mental, you have to be really mentally resilient. And this is another thing. I had no idea when I started this. I've become a lot more mentally resilient when like bad things happen in the business. Like when it rains all day and you don't make any money, like there's a solution. It's you work on Saturdays, you bust your butt, you keep the money coming in so that you make money, the employees make money. It just becomes like more reflexive. There's other bad things that happens. You'll make mistakes. Somebody will hit something with a weed whacker, and instead of getting really angry about it, you have to take a second, just take a deep breath, and then just call the siding guy and get the siding fixed that you ripped off that you or someone accidentally hit with the weed whacker, because it is inevitable. And like the first year, something like that would destroy me for like a week. I'd be worrying about it. I'd be worrying about the money. Now it's just like, it's part of it. You just take it and you move on, and you have to be persistent. Like you're going to hire people, they're not going to work out. It's going to be terrifying to fire them. It's going to be terrifying to wonder how the jobs are going to get done without somebody else, but you have to be persistent. You have to say, I'm going to find someone better. I'm going to fix this piece of equipment that just broke. I'm going to text my customers and upsell them and get more jobs. I'm going to fill the schedule this month by doing door hangers or texts or whatever. Like I'm going to do it. You have to be persistent to start a business, or you'll learn to be persistent. Like I kind of learned to be more persistent. I have tons of persistence to gain, because there are still things that happen every day that get me down or go wrong, and I start to doubt, like doubt creeps into your mind, if it's possible, but if you don't give up and you're persistent, you can do it. Like, you can have a successful business. And I'm at the first step of my success. Like, this is the first step. Like, this year is a key year, but to my old self, I would say persistence. Number 3 would be learning. You have to learn all the time. There are so many elements and aspects of business, especially when you're doing it by yourself. Like accounting. Like, if you have a loan, does the principal of the loan payment go on the profit and loss statement or the cash flow statement? What about the interest payment? Like, those types of things matter, and the answer is like the interest payment goes on the profit and loss, the principal payment goes on the cash flow statement. But like, I didn't know those types of things before. So hold on, I helped him get into the storage unit. We packed up for the day. So number 3 would be learning. You always have to learn. You always have to keep learning, like many different types of information. Accounting, QuickBooks, how payroll, how taxes work. There's legal things like with hiring. Operationally, how do you make sure that the business is running efficiently, how to make sure you're doing really good lawn care and landscaping, like even simple things like using a mower, weed whacker. There's always tips, tricks, ways to be more efficient. But the number one thing you always have to keep learning is your communication skills with the customers and with your employees. Like, how do you communicate with the customers, and how do you put yourself in their shoes so you understand what they want? Because if you can give them what they want, professional, great lawn care and landscaping job, you can make a lot more money. You can charge double or triple. You can increase prices, which I've done successfully with minimal churn. I think because of like the communication and some of those like softer skills. So the learning never stops. You're also constantly learning about like what other people are doing in your industry and best business practices in general. Like, how do you make a recurring service offer that makes sense for the customer? How do you use like digital tools like a CRM and video to increase the increase the sales experience, like the juice that you squeeze out of the lemon when you do a sales process. Like, I make videos for all my customers so we're both on the same page if we're doing a project, where I point and look at, or I point to the work, I describe it, I use my hands. It's crystal clear when you're watching. Like, a picture speaks 1,000 words, a video screams like a million words in terms of like doing a good job. It just increases like this shine that customers get when they get the estimate, and boosts the close ratio. So there's like learning, and there's learning from your own data. You have to look into the data. Like, I track every week, like how many leads I got. Did they want projects or did they want mowing? And then out of those mowing and project leads, how many accepted? So you have to like track your close ratio. I know about labor efficiency, profit and loss. Like, you have to constantly be learning like the types of data you need to be collecting so you can make the proper decisions in your business. Like, one really interesting data point is like small lawns are very efficient. So you can charge like $40 for a small lawn, be in and out in 10 minutes. And if you do the math on that, that's like $40 divided by 10 minutes. Let's just say it's 20 minutes. I think that's like $120 an hour. So if you can get a $40 lawn where it's $120 an hour, if you can get in and out in 20 minutes and do a great job, you can hire another person for $30 an hour and you'll be making money on that. So that's kind of like the things you can learn and the things you can apply to your business never really stops. I watch tons of content every week. I talk to people in Facebook groups. It's definitely been helpful. So those are the 3 things I wish I had known before I started, that I wish I had asked myself. Give me a comment below if you have a comment about this video in terms of the quality, or if there's things you think are more important. Yeah. What's today? August 7th or something, August 6th. So, thank you.